Hi, welcome to Jurex Nurse's Legal Nurse Consultant episodes. I'm your host, Elizabeth Rudolph. I'm an attorney, I'm a nurse just like you, and a professional legal nurse consultant. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you never miss another episode, and share this with your friends. Today we're going to talk about how a professional legal nurse consultant can help an attorney before a lawsuit is actually filed. So remember, you're talented. You're a nurse. You can become a professional legal nurse consultant, and you can use your skills in a lot of different ways. But we're going to hone in on those skills you can use to help attorneys in their pre-suit stages of a case. So that's really where trial attorneys use you as a professional legal nurse consultant after the events that gave rise to the injury, but before the actual lawsuit is filed in the courthouse. It's good to know that no matter where you live, you have the ability to review medical records and give your opinions that are essential in cases. So whether you're working for the person suing or for the person or entity being sued, you'll be able to use your professional legal nurse consultant skills on either side of a case. Let's look at the pre-suit stage where PLNCs are largely utilized. The 4 parts, we're going to break it down, of the pre-suit stage are as follows, as they say. All right, number 1, it's the notice stage. And to the extent you need to know about the notice stage as a professional legal nurse consultant, it's that, is there enough evidence for the attorney to file a lawsuit in the case? It's what really occurs prior to the actual filing of the lawsuit. It's known as the pre-litigation filings. Some states require or have certain rules or regulations or statutes, those are laws, that require a sworn statement be filed by the attorney and or the expert regarding the facts and conclusions in the case. That's the notice stage. The next stage, number 2, is the investigation stage. And that's largely where you're utilizing your skills, your beautiful nursing skills, and your beautiful legal nurse consultant skills. So regardless what the state requires during the investigation, you are reviewing the medical record and you're looking at the ins and outs of it. You may even take a medical record and dissect it down into a chronology to not only help you, but help the attorney look at all the facts in the case. You might be able to help identify witnesses in a particular case. But the goal here in the investigation stage is to simplify, usually, all the facts in the case. The third stage is that of the demand. It's where the attorney is reviewing all the records that you have reviewed and a report that you have put together perhaps, and comes up with a dollar figure, that is, your attorney does, and consults with his or her client to determine whether that's the demand they want to make in the case, again, in the pre-suit stage of the case. You'll get more comfortable analyzing the value of cases the more cases that you review. It's like anything. Practice makes perfect. And then fourth are settlement negotiations. You may or may not be part of settlement negotiations, but just know that your medical record review weighs heavily in the attorney's mind in deciding whether or not, from the person suing side, whether or not the case ought to be settled and for how much. But your assistance is vital on either side of a case, whether you are working on a case on behalf of the person or persons suing, the plaintiff side, or you're working on the defense side. Now let's just review these pre-suit stages, if you will, okay? The 4 parts, or another way of saying stages, of a pre-suit case. It's notice, investigation, demand, and settlement. And that's really nice to be able to be part of it. Remember that your goal is to work on not only the strengths of your side of the case, but the strengths and weaknesses on the opposing side of the case. So the more that you can bring to the table, so to speak, really the more valuable that you become. Remember, you've got the education, you have the knowledge, and you have the experience, no matter how much it is, to be successful as a professional legal nurse consultant. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you can always reach us at info@jurexnurse.com. And remember, I'll leave you with one just sort of thought or saying that you can take with you. Take one step, just one step today toward becoming a professional legal nurse consultant. That's all you have to do, is one step at a time. Thank you, and make it a great day.